You see, with the last update of the version 1.18, they've added quite a few new blocks. The update was mostly about the new caves and cliffs, but while exploring these new biomes, we can come across this Spore Blossom. Today, we're going to try and build this specific block. Let's start first off by loading in the correct version, cause to be honest, I haven't seen this block yet in person. So we want to look out for this Spore Blossom, but I don't actually know where it can be. I should maybe do a quick research on this. Spore Blossom. Where? Lush caves, biome. Sun. Anyways. I want to fight a... Oh, Jesus hell. What is this? Okay, I've never seen Minecraft like this. This is so great. Can I... Oh yes, I don't have Optifine, I can't pretend to have shaders. Is there a hole here? There's a hole. Can we get inside? Yo! Yo, I thought... Yo! It's right here.
Cocodrilo explotando.
So I think we should make this out of yellow wool inside, yellow clay, some purple. What the? Alright, so we've seen the Spore Blossom. Now we can move on and show you this build. It was looking downwards and the actual flower was facing down as well. But right now, let's pretend it is a flower lily pad. First off, because it's a cool idea and I have no idea where I can hang this 20 blocks per 20 blocks upside down really. This is my build, and I will get over all the details in a second. And actually, I'm going to build it for you, so you can recreate it in a word. Let's start first off from the bottom. I'm starting from the water where I'll place some green and lime clay. This is our base, and from here, our Spore Blossom is going to grow. Let's prepare all the blocks we're going to use. So, from the little time I could have looked at it, I made myself a quality gradient scale. Going from dark purple all the way up to light rose, and let's not forget the yellow part in the middle. Said and done, this is the grid of the blocks I've chosen to use for this build. For each concrete color type we have its wool variant, and from here we're going to make something out of it. Let's start by placing the actual center of it. It's called pollen and it's in the middle of a lot of flowers found in nature. And we're going to use, as the grid says, for the lightest part in the middle some yellow wool and surrounded some yellow concrete. Next step is one of the 8 petals. Starting from the middle again, we're going to place some of this purple concrete in circle, and thereafter some purple wool. We're going to choose the first side we want to fill, and from it we can start the petal. While I'm building this, keep an eye on the blocks I'm placing if you want to recreate it, but I just want to say that I always want to follow a presetted scale while I'm talking about organic builds. In this case, the petals should have these measures along the way. You can see them on top, I'm showing them to you. Also, I didn't actually test if the initial base has a point in it, but if you wanted to build a bigger or smaller flower, or in this case Spore Blossom, you can add one line at the very beginning or remove one if you wish. As you can see, we're done with the first petal, and this is pretty much it. Copy this format on the other 3 sides. Now, the thing that is missing is the petals on the 4 angled sides. And here, what we want to do is basically just make a rotated version of the initial petal. As you can see also, I'm not starting at where the others started. It's 1 block lower because I wanted to make this very not realistic depth effect, which in the block, when we see it, it doesn't have this effect at all. It looks very plain, but it's not Minecraft to blame. The game is just what it is since 2011, and now, with this very great update, it is deeply changed and each entity has very good developed graphics. Petal on the side is on as well. Copy this format on the other 3 sides as well, and you're good to go. Now, it's pretty much it for this build. If you wish to add more green blocks under the flower, feel free to decide. To me, it's a very good add-on since without them you wouldn't even know there's a lily pad down there. Before finishing this video, I want to show you as well how I built the same Spore Blossom but at its modded format, so that if you don't want to build it big, you're free to go with this one. Basically, the concept is really similar. I won't go over this block per block, instead I'll show it with a more cinematic mode. It's not hard to build at all, and I believe it's a very great size if you're planning to build a swamp mega build or, well, if you're not a builder, a swamp or a pond themed biome. Anyways, that was episode 23 of this build series. If you have any ideas you want to see, just leave a comment down below, smash like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Alright guys, so I was just building and I really think this is not going anywhere good because look at that. It's extremely flat if I follow my scaling, but I can't not follow that because otherwise it wouldn't look that natural. So I'm just gonna stop because this is not the best thing I'm gonna do.